All right, welcome. Whoop, we got some feedback there. Checking the audio. And should be coming through. There it is. Okay, so we've got audio coming through on all the channels. Welcome to Video Marketing Mastery. I go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. to teach you about documentary style video for marketing your business. And I am about to go live inside my community. So if you go to marketingyourbusinesswithvideo.com, you can join my free community. So let me get that going. And we will get this show started here. Okay, let's go over here to Video Marketing Mastery. And I'll say, come learn video marketing mastery with me. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this one. Go live. I want to go live inside the community. Right here. All right, let's copy and paste that. Let's add a little thumbnail.
This is a reminder. Get on Video Marketing Mastery Preview.
There's my reminder. I'm right on time.
This is a reminder. Get on Video Marketing Mastery Preview.
Okay, live stream. That's what I want right there. Okay, let's go live inside the community. Let's turn the audio on. And let's turn these off. And let's share my screen. The screen right here with audio. Okay, now we are live in all 4 places. We're live on 2 phones, this one and this one. We are live inside the community, and we are also live on YouTube. So it is 9:56 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm going to wait until the top of the hour, and then we'll get this presentation started officially. So hope you had a great week. I hope it was full of cash flow. And that's why I've got my cash flow hat on, because it's all about cash flow, if you know what I mean. There's no still. There's no, status quo. You're either going up or you're going down. So my other hat that I wear is building an empire. I have a lot of different hats. I love hats. And this hat is all about cash flow, but my other hat is all about building an empire. And you are either building an empire or you're tearing one down. So which one are you doing? That's the question I have for you. Are you building an empire or are you destroying an empire? Well, I am building an empire. I meet a lot of people that they're planning to do this and they're planning to do that, and they're waiting and they're learning. And listen, you just need to do it. I don't try to do anything. I do it. I may get it wrong, but I'll improve it. Like today, I've got my little circle window on YouTube. So now you can see me inside the little circle. So that's an improvement over last week. So each week, I try and improve whatever it is that I'm doing and make it just 1% better. So if you just focus on making yourself 1% better every day, every week, every month, whatever your schedule is, not everybody's a crazy man like me, but I get it. But you need to be working towards something. Especially if you have a 9-to-5 and you hate your boss and you hate your job and you hate your life, then maybe you need to do something about that. Right? So I give you all kinds of opportunities to start your business, grow your business, market your business. You just need to latch on, and I'll take you to a new level. Okay, so it is 9:59. We're going to get this program started. All right, welcome to Video Marketing Mastery Preview. Today is August 15th. We've got several months left in the year, and it's time for you to take your video marketing to the next level. Now's a perfect time to do it. So today we're going to talk about why documentary style videos work for your business. And it doesn't matter what kind of business you have. And I'm going to teach you why most videos don't work. Probably the type you're doing right now. But then I'm also going to tell you what does work. So the real problem is not the camera. You can use any camera you want. And it's, stop my slideshow. Let me restart that. It's not the camera. And it's not you. It's the approach you're taking. So the question I have for you is, are you standing out from the crowd? Well, if you're using AI, you're probably not standing out from the crowd. Because as you can see in this image right here, there's a whole bunch of sameness in the people behind this peacock guy. And he's standing out because he's unique. I like to consider myself unique. I like to stand out from the crowd because I do things my own way. Now, do I use AI? Yeah, I use AI, but I use it in a special way. And we'll get into that. So there's a sea of sameness out there. This quote that I have on the screen is from several years ago when I first started talking about this. And I keep it for this very reason, because the last line says that some experts predict that 90% of online content could be AI generated by 2026. Well, what do you think? Is the internet full of AI created content? Well, I think most of my feed is. I don't know about yours, but there's a lot of AI content out there. And if it's not AI content, it's bad video. That's basically what you see. Now, if you listen to me, you're going to start creating better video and you're going to stand out from the crowd because you're doing something different. And that's going to get you attention. So the proof is all around us. I don't need to convince you that you need video in your business. And 85% of businesses say that it has directly boosted their sales. So the question I have for you is, have you ever bought anything because of a video? Well, I know that I have. It may have been an Amazon review. It may have been a user-generated content where they're talking about a certain product. It may be a video ad by whoever's selling a course or something like that. You need video. So before we get started, I'm going to give you a little warning. So if you don't agree with this, then you can leave right now. I'm going to share some things with you today that will change the way you think and see the world in reference to marketing your business with video. And just by watching this presentation, you'll be far ahead of your competition, and you will have this knowledge for life. You're currently operating from what you know, and there's things that you don't know. And I'm going to teach you that, and anyone can use this information. And I'm going to make you a special offer at the end to join me in my boot camp to learn even more. So I've invested well over $300,000 in my career to assemble this knowledge that I have. And I'm giving it to you at no cost today. And you're going to have this information forever. So before we jump into it, I'd like to share with you my book. It's called The Video Secret Weapon. You can get it by scanning that code right there. Got great tips in there about how to grow your business using video. I also want to tell you about some software that I wrote with AI. It's an AI-assisted documentary-style video editing software. And you can go buy it today at docuflowsoftware.com. It basically organizes all your footage, labels it, tags it, sorts it, transcribes it, and tells you what stories are good in that content. So it really speeds up the editing process. And I'm going to make you an offer today. And I believe in transparency and authenticity. And you're going to see that throughout the whole thread of my slide presentation here today. And what I'm teaching you today is easily worth $1,000, but I'm not charging you for that. And then the offer that I'm going to make is easily worth $100 a month, but I'm not going to charge you that. I'm going to give you a special founder's price of $47 a month, and you can cancel it at any time. So now that we got the price out of the way, Now we can focus on the education. And if you don't want to sign up, that's fine. You don't have to. You can take this information and go away and use it if you wish. So right now you are creating videos or not based on your current skill level and what you currently know. So the question is do you see if you improved your skill and effectiveness with video, that may change your business? Well, absolutely it's going to. It's going to bring you more business. And the more you do it, the more consistent you are at creating this type of video, it's just going to keep on compounding. So what I'm going to share with you today is like a superpower. And sometimes I wear my Superman shirt. Today I'm not wearing it. But it's like being Superman or Superwoman. And you rip your shirt off and you got the big S. That's what it's like. So here's the all the possible knowledge of the world. This circle represents like AI, right? AI's got all the knowledge of the world. And pretty soon it's going to be smarter than all of humanity put together. So time for ego is gone because there's always someone smarter in the room, and that's AI. So the green sliver represents what you know. You know how to tie your shoes, you know how to cook your dinner, whatever. The purple sliver represents what you know you don't know. Like you don't know how to fly a helicopter. Unless you're my friend Jordan Adler, then you do know how to fly a helicopter. And the yellow area represents what you don't know that you don't know. So I was just talking with someone earlier about Go High Level, and they were like, I don't even know what questions to ask because I don't even know what I don't know. So everyone out there, all these gurus like Tony Robbins and Anik Segal and Russell Brunson, they're all talking about AI clones and mind control to sell, right? They're like, oh, you need to create a clone of yourself. You need to create a digital twin, and you need to flood the internet with your clone. And that way you can go spend time with your family and friends, and you can have time off because your clone's going to be out there doing all the work for you. Bullshit. Don't believe the lie. Back when computers first came out, they told us, oh, we're only going to have 20-hour work weeks because computers are going to be so productive. Well, let me ask you, are you working 20-hour work weeks? So I guess now with AI, we're going to be working the Tim Ferriss 4-hour work week, right? Don't believe the lie. I work every single minute of the day, and I am super productive with AI. I create 10 to 1,000 times more than I possibly could without AI. And I still work every minute of the day. So we are living in a Blade Runner world. If you haven't seen the movie Blade Runner, I highly recommend watching it because we are living in it right now. This movie was made in 1982. And the time period in the movie was 2019. So we are past the point of Blade Runner. Now, the tech is not quite there yet, as they showed in Blade Runner, because in Blade Runner, they had replicants, human-looking robots. Well, we're almost there. You know, we have Sophia and some others, but it's not quite to the level that it was in Blade Runner. So they made a new one called 2049. And this came out in 2017. And in the new Blade Runner, they had more advanced replicants. And the Wallace Corporation, how ironic, huh? The Wallace Corporation was creating the perfect replicant. Okay. And they had hologram advertising all over the place, and AI assistants and girlfriends. And by 2049, we're going to be there, folks. It's definitely going to be Blade Runner world. Okay. So this is a little prediction of the future. And, you know, I may have some inside knowledge because my last name is Wallace, and the Wallace Corporation is creating all this. So this is a video that went viral a couple months ago. It's a clip of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fighting on a rooftop in a futuristic LA, and Tom Cruise shoots Brad Pitt, and it was all created with AI. And Hollywood was in an uproar, and they said, it's over for us. Well, they may have gone a little overboard. It's not quite over for them. They're going to use AI for sure. And someone's going to need to create stuff with AI. AI just doesn't do it by itself. Okay. So I'm not going to play this.
No actors, no cameras, and no script. It all took.
But you can go watch it for yourself. So if you don't know me, my name is Wayne the Wizard Wallace. I've been a photographer for over 2 decades. I started with film photography back in the day. This is my original film camera right here that I started with in high school. And it's actually still got a roll of film in it. You can see right there. Okay. Of course, that film is no good anymore. But I like to just show it off. And I've got my master's in documentary film editing, so I know what I'm talking about. And I have a passion for helping business owners. And my mission is to help business owners make more sales with authentic video. So here's some video marketing stats that have, you know, I pulled them years ago. I could pull new ones, it'd be the same. And basically, it just states the fact that you need video. So the question is, if I need video for marketing my business, what kind of video should I create? Well, here's the choices that you have. You can do entertainment videos. You can dance around. My feed is full of dancing girls. Okay, I guess Facebook and Instagram and all these platforms know I like dancing girls. Okay, maybe yours is full of dancing guys. I don't know. You can create educational videos or prank videos. Like how many times you seen the Mentos in the Coke? Like 1,000. How many educational videos you've seen? I've seen a bunch of like how to use your camera, right? You can do podcasts. Everybody and their brother's got a podcast now. But let me give you a secret. They don't work. Nobody cares about your podcast unless you're like Joe Rogan or something like that. Okay. Selfies. You can do selfie videos like I'm doing right now on Facebook Live. Okay. Those are okay, but they're so common now, people don't really care. Like nobody's watching my Facebook Live right now. No, nobody's watching right now. Nobody cares. Okay. And you can also now create AI fakes. So I see AI fake women all the time. I see fake cats doing stuff like cooking and dancing and all kinds of crazy stuff. But does any of that work for business? Does it actually get you business? No. What these people are doing is they're creating content hoping to get paid by the platform. So they're called content creators, right? And their whole mission is to create a following, go viral, and hope that they start making money by YouTube subscriptions or followers or likes or viewers. Or Facebook, same thing. They pay content creators. So if you're a content creator and you just want to create a bunch of crap to try and get views, then okay, that's an alternative to your business, but it's not marketing for your business. Make sense? So Gary Vaynerchuk recommends that you create 8 to 15 pieces of content daily, or even 80 to 100 if possible. Now, how are you going to do that? If you're out there doing your business, how are you going to do that? It's like impossible. Like, I create content all the time, and it's hard for me to even reach those numbers, right? So I'm not going to play this. Anik Segal realized this, and he said, well, the only way I can create that much content is to create a clone. And then he's teaching everyone else to create clones, because that's the only way you can create that much content. Well, I don't agree with that.
Upload a video.
Because his advertising, his whole YouTube is full of AI Anik. And it's maybe fine for selling what he sells, because that's what he's selling, but it's not fine for your business. So we're in this state of, is it real or is it AI? When we go online, we ask ourselves, is that real or is that AI? Because now it's gotten so good that you can barely tell. Now, documentary, on the other hand, is not like that. It feels human, it feels authentic, and it builds trust, unlike AI. So the problem with all this other type of content, besides documentary, is it's one-time use video. You're going to create this video and you're going to post it, and then you're going to create another video and you're going to post it, and so forth. You're just always in this perpetual state of creating new content. And it's not good for your business. We already talked about that. The only thing it does is induce mindless scrolling. So people just sit there and scroll on their phone, right? And why does big tech want you to do that? Because it feeds their big tech ad machine. So Google, Facebook, YouTube, they all make money off ads. And the more time we spend scrolling, the more ads they can put in front of us. Like, just start watching videos on Facebook and see how many ads you see. Or YouTube, or whatever. Okay? So basically, this junk content feeds the big tech ad machine, and it keeps people addicted to their phone. Now, if you've never seen the Social Dilemma documentary, came out in 2020, go watch it, because it talks about this very issue and how big tech created the platforms and the like buttons and the heart buttons to act like a Vegas slot machine. And if you've ever been gambling or know somebody that's been a gambler, they're addicted to that machine, and they keep on feeding their money into it, thinking that it's going to hit. I can tell, I can feel the vibe of the machine. It's going to hit. And that's basically what social media is. It's like a Vegas slot machine. And I live in Vegas, so I know all about the slot machines. Okay? So now we're going to shift gears, and we're going to talk about storytelling. So Michael Margolis says, the stories we tell literally make the world. If you want to change the world, you need to change your story. So let's go back in time to 1910, when Theodore Roosevelt went to inspect the troops in France. And they were doing, video back then, but with film. And it was really expensive. And it was only really short clips because it was expensive and hard to do. It had no sound. And they did actuality type video. What is actuality? Well, actuality is just recording what's happening. It's actually happening, right? Now we call that documentary. Okay? So this has been around for a long time. So why is storytelling better than advertising? Well, people like stories. They like watching stories. They like listening to stories. They're connected to the story. They're engaged if it's done well. And they're going to become a fan. And they're going to follow you. They're going to like you. They're going to share your posts. They may actually buy from you because of that story. So, advertisements, nobody wants an advertisement. And that's 90%, 99% of what we see is advertisements. So documentary style videos are the solution to this problem because they tell compelling stories. They're authentic and engaging. They attract your ideal client. They build trust through transparency. They create loyal followers. And you build a library of go-to footage that you can use over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Unlike the one-time videos that I talked about earlier. So, the benefits of documentary style video, we already talked about all these. And if you go read a book from a real marketing guru, you're going to hear about all this stuff. They're going to talk about how you need to humanize your brand and, create transparency and build authority, right? All these things. Documentary checks off all the boxes. So it's obvious this is what you need. I'm not making this stuff up. Like I learned it all. Okay, I just put it all together in one presentation for you. So this is a example of a documentary style video. Now this video was an assignment that I had in my master's program. And I was given like an hour's worth of footage of Anthony, the photographer at the Eiffel Tower in Paris. And I was told to make a story. So this is my assignment. It was a 1 minute and 28-second clip of Anthony at the Eiffel Tower photographing the sunrise. So I'm going to go ahead and play it for you.
It's one of the most stunning views of any city you'll ever see, and that's what makes Paris so special. Most of the photographs taken by the general populace is full of tourists. One of the benefits of going out at dawn is there's nobody out, and you can take these stunning pictures in great light without loads of people in it. In places like this, it's set up so beautifully. You have such a small window, not just the light. You want the best shots before the tourists get here. The color combination is crazy. It's going to get really good. We got to go quick. We're at the Trocadero, getting the classic Paris view. This whole area was planned for people to take pictures right from this spot. There's even an Excel down there, taped here. You can't come to Paris and not take this shot. I wanted to get a bit higher. Okay, we gotta move. Oh, baby. This is really excellent. Picture perfect. We got all our shots this morning, and just in time. Get here before the tourists. and the pocket cameras. That's what it's all about.
All right. So that is just a simple little story. And if you're an amateur photographer or you want to be a photographer and you like, you know, kind of, you know, scenic photography like he does, maybe early morning, dawn type stuff, nature photography, stuff like that, you would be interested in that because he's speaking to your interest, right? So he's going to attract his ideal client type through that story. Because somebody may be thinking, oh, I'd love to go to Paris and do that. Like, oh, if he had a workshop, I would go to it, right? So people often ask me, they're like, well, Wayne, that, you know, does a documentary have to be like 2 hours long? No, we're talking about documentary storytelling. It's not a documentary. It's documentary style storytelling. Okay? We're not creating 2-hour documentaries. We're creating social media content, which is 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if it's a really good story, right? But then we also create shorts. So we always start with a landscape horizontal video because that's how you shoot professional video. You don't shoot it vertical like everyone and their brother does right now. You shoot it horizontal. Like that video was horizontal. It was landscape. But then we take that landscape video and we chop it down, we crop it into a vertical. So this video that I'm about to play for you was a landscape video, but I cropped it and modified it to fit a vertical play. So let me go ahead and play it. Let's turn off the volume.
My alarm goes off.
And let's restart it.
I don't find it hard getting out of bed. If I have 5 hours sleep, my alarm goes off. I'm up. And then the alarm goes off. I'm like, boom! I'm up. I know. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Which I love having my coffee in the morning. Who doesn't? For coffee drinkers, coffee. Smell of coffee. That's so sensual. And you get it in you. It's just so practical. And then I'm off. I don't find it hard getting out of bed. If I have 5 hours sleep, my alarm.
Okay. So I'm going to talk you through this. So let's say I'm a photographer, which I am, and I run across this video. And Anthony's talking about how he gets up early in the morning. Well, I get up early in the morning. Then he talks about...
Alarm goes off. I'm up. And then the alarm goes off. I'm like, boom! I'm up. I know. I'm going to have it.
So that's the way I am. My alarm goes off. Boom, I'm up. I'm relating to Anthony here. He's relating to me.
A cup of coffee. Which I love my coffee in the morning.
I love having my coffee in the morning too. Here it is, right here. Again, I'm connecting with Anthony.
I mean, who doesn't? For coffee drinkers.
Oh my God, look at that. He uses a Krups electric kettle. I do too. Anthony's just like me. I'm just like Anthony.
Coffee's like, the smell of coffee.
Oh my God. Anthony puts his ground coffee in a lock top mason jar. I recognize that sound because I hear it every morning. I do the same thing.
It's so sensual. And
did you see that? Anthony dumped the coffee grounds into a French press. I do exactly the same thing. Me and Anthony are like twins.
you get it in you. It's just so practical.
So practical. I feel exactly the same way. I've identified with Anthony on like 8 different levels in 30 seconds. Tell me what kind of advertising video you're going to create for your business, which is going to identify with your ideal customer at 8 different levels with an ad. Ain't going to happen. Okay? I mean, this is a drop the mic moment right here. I shouldn't need to say anything else. This is evidence. You don't care about marketing to the whole world. You're marketing to that one person. And Anthony right now is speaking to me because I'm exactly like him. I'm a photographer. I drink coffee in the morning. I love my coffee. I get up early. I use an electric kettle. I keep my coffee grounds in a mason jar. There it goes, right? It's so practical. All right, let's move on. So here's some questions. Do any of these apply to you? Well, I tried video and it didn't work. I don't like being on camera. That's what I hear all the time. I don't like being on camera. I don't know what kind of videos to create. Video just doesn't work. Well, if you want raving fans and more inbound leads that want to work with you, then you need documentary style video. Because it meets or kills all those objections. Okay? So here's the thing. Most business owners have these challenges. They have no Hollywood budget. They have no time. They have no techie skills. I know, I deal with them all the time. Most people are not techie like me. They have no clear content strategy, obviously. And they're exhausted by chasing these stupid trends like dance videos or whatever. Okay? So, now we're going to shift gears and we're going to talk about how documentary style is different than Hollywood or YouTube. Because basically Hollywood and YouTube do the same thing. All right? So in Hollywood, you write a script. So let's take Top Gun, for example. They wrote the script. And then they went and shot all the parts. And then the editor reads a script and takes part A and part B and part C and follows the script. He's not there to create a story. The story's already been written. And tons of money has been spent to shoot all the parts, especially flying a plane, right? So the editor is not going to get creative in the storytelling. He may get creative in the editing of that story, but not in the storytelling. Now, documentary, on the other hand, typically a documentary film editor will receive a boatload of footage, like weeks worth or years worth, okay? And they have to watch all the video. And they have to make notes and organize the footage. And then eventually they're going to find a storyline. And then they're going to edit that storyline and make it fit within the time period that they were given, like an hour or 2 hours. So a documentary film editor doesn't have a script. He has to find the story. Or they have to find the story in the footage. It's not given to them. So that's the difference between Hollywood / YouTube and documentary style. So this is true for this is true for YouTubers as well. Because I've been in rooms with YouTubers and they're always talking about the same thing. What's my next video going to be about? And they're writing scripts and they're coming up with ideas. It's the same as Hollywood. So I'm not going to play this. But I will say that Hollywood, like the Top Gun clip right here, if I played this clip, all the hairs on my body would be standing up by the end of it. Because it's got a power of storytelling. And that's the superpower that we have in documentary style video. Because we're telling stories. So you have the power of emotion. And that's what you need to sell. You sell based on emotion. You don't sell based on some AI clone talking about features. Okay? That's the superpower that you have with documentary style video. So the magic of documentary style video is that you don't need to clone yourself. You can be truly authentic. You don't look for video hacks and trends. You're already doing what you do. You paint cars. You walk dogs. You clean pools. You build houses. Whatever it is that you do, you're already doing it. You don't have to perform like an actor like Tom Cruise. You don't have to memorize your lines. You don't have to, be on set. You're already doing what you do. All you got to do is document it. And that's what I'm here to teach you, is how to document it. So there's a 3-step framework here. Super easy. You start documenting your life and your work. And I'm going to teach you how to do that in my boot camp. As you do that, you're building a library of footage. Because you're always documenting. You're always documenting. Not worrying about the story. Not worrying about the script. You're just documenting. And then you connect with a good editor like me that can tell the story. Simple. Who's this good for? Anyone. Dog walkers, yoga instructors, home service providers, photographers, videographers, lawyers, whoever, it doesn't matter. Whatever you do, there's a story there. You just don't know how to tell it. So I'm like the fitness coach. I'm at the gym waiting for you. Okay, I'm here every Saturday at the gym waiting for you. So when you join a gym, you can join in 2 ways. You can join at $10 or $20 a month with no trainer, or you can join the gym and get a trainer, which costs more money, right? But that trainer is going to kick your butt. Like the picture of me here on the left, that's after working with my trainer. The picture on the right is all the people that bought the gym with no trainer. They're not there. So I created the 6-week video boot camp. Now, I'll tell you a little secret. It's not just 6 weeks. 6 weeks is the time that it takes for you to kind of get in the habit of recording yourself. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. And I'm going to teach you how to create better videos so your stories will be better. That process takes about 6 weeks. But you got to show up. You got to show up to the gym in order to learn. This is not some little course that you buy and you never look at. Okay, trust me, I know about those. I got a ton of them. I got all these video editing courses and marketing courses, and I bought them and I never looked at them. Well, this is not that. There's no, sorry, let me get a sip of water. So there's no video course to download or a PDF. You got to come to class. You got to come to the gym. If you want to get muscles and get in shape, then you got to go to the gym. You can't just watch a video on YouTube about getting in shape. I wish it was that easy, right? I'd be so buff. So you got to show up every Saturday at 9 a.m. We do a live call just like this. And you're going to bring your video, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to tell you how to improve it. I'll even teach you about editing. Now, you may not want to edit, so I'm available if you want me to edit. If you want to have a master documentary storyteller edit your videos for you, then I'm available. So you got to show up. Okay? I've had people buy this course and not show up. Okay? If you want to pay me $47 a month and not show up, that's okay. But you're not going to get any better with your video marketing. So this is all the stuff it includes. I already told you about it. This is like a perfect storm. You got my years, decades of photography experience, my documentary editing skills, and your business, your footage. That's a perfect storm. So I could have charged you $1,000 for this class, but I didn't. I could charge you $97 a month for this, but I'm not. Because you're going to get the founder's special of $47 a month. And this is a lifetime lock-in. So if you buy now, then you're going to be locked in at that price. But this is only good for the first 50 people. So I don't have 50 people yet in the boot camp. And once we get to 50, the door closes. And you got to pay $97. So get in now while you can. And then onboarding starts at 11 a.m. So right now, it is 11:45. So if you buy now, then we can do an onboarding session. But you're not here. You're not here in my live room with me. So next week, you can come back at 9 a.m. and you can join the first boot camp session. And we'll onboard you then. So after you create all this footage, then what are you going to do with it? You need to create storytelling videos. Well, I've provided some packages here to help you with that. So there's the story starter, the story builder, and the story master. The story starter includes 1 main video and 3 shorts. The story builder includes 3 main videos and 9 shorts. And the story master includes 5 main videos and 15 shorts. So depending on how much footage you shoot will dictate how many videos we can create. Because you need a certain amount of footage to create a video. You don't just shoot a little bit of footage, right? You got to shoot a lot of footage. And that's why this is a constant thing that you need to do all the time. and you need to shoot it properly, which I'm going to teach you. So this is the regular pricing for the editing packages. So it's $497 for the starter, $997 for the builder, and $1997 for the master. And then you got to pay the monthly membership, which is $97. But you're not going to pay these prices because you're a founding member. So what I did was I took $200 off all the packages, and I took $50 off the membership. So this is a super deal. So you can scan that code and sign up now for whichever package you want. And then we'll get started next Saturday at 9 a.m. So go to marketingyourbusinesswithvideo.com. That's my community. And that's where I do these lessons, is inside the community. It's not a Zoom call. I need to change my slide because the community I use has a video conferencing element, and I'm in it right now, recording this video. And that's also what I do in the boot camp. So you can join the boot camp, you can come inside the community, and you can join the call. And it's a community. So you can have discussions with other people, you can share your wins, share your challenges, all that kind of stuff. So again, here's the founding member pricing. So scan that code. And then I will see you next week at 9 a.m. The last thing I'd like to leave you with here is a quote by Walt Disney, which I love. Imagination has no age. Dreams are forever. So I want you to imagine, close your eyes and imagine that you've gone through the 6-week boot camp and you've learned all about capturing footage for documentary style videos. And you're flowing. It's easy for you. And you're like, wow, this is so great. This is so easy. I didn't know it could be this easy. And then you're giving me all this footage on a regular basis. And I'm creating 1 to 3 videos, and then 5 to 10 videos, and then 20 to 100 videos for you to post on social media. And then you've got an AI platform that I just happen to have, and it can post all the videos for you. So I'm currently posting, let's see, how many is it? So I'm posting 18 times a day on various platforms. And it's all still images, like it's AI created graphics and images. And I'm about to start posting just as much video. And you can do that too. All automated. So that's another class. That's the class I do at noon, which is my Go High Level class. So if you'd like to join that, then go to marketingyourbusinesswithvideo.com and join the community, and you can find the information there. But I do those classes every weekend as well. So every weekend at noon, I do a free Go High Level class, and you can come learn about automating your business, automating your social media, creating sales pages and funnels and web pages and AI graphics. I teach all this stuff. So video is just one part of your total marketing plan. There's way more involved in it. But this is the type of video that's really going to attract the right type of client. So if you want to create a YouTube channel, you need this kind of video. If you want to be viral on Instagram or TikTok, then you need to create this kind of video. So join me today. Go to 6weekvideobootcamp.com and sign up. You can go right here, 6weekvideobootcamp.com, and sign up. And I look forward to seeing you at the 9 a.m. session next Saturday. Have a great day.